Hello everybody, drawninjakc here. So you say you know how to draw the Hulk, but do you really know how to draw the Hulk? I mean, if someone asked you to draw the Hulk right now, would you be able to do it and not just draw a picture of some muscle-bound guy in green skin? There's certain things that you need to apply to the drawing of the Hulk that actually makes the Hulk look like the Hulk. And again, not some muscle-bound guy covered with green paint. Okay, anybody can draw a muscle-bound guy covered with green paint. But can you draw convincingly the Hulk? After this video, you will be able to. Huh! Okay, everybody, so now we're going to draw the Hulk, and like I said before, we're going to draw the Hulk to where it's convincingly the Hulk, and not just some muscle-bound guy with green skin. Alright, now if you're going to draw the Hulk, you have to start off with a square type shape face. Right? So, you know what, we're going to start off with a square, right? And this is just to get his face going. Let's start off with a square, right? And then we put a line in the middle of the square, right? And then a line in the middle of the top half of that square. Then a small line at the bottom for where his mouth is going to go, right? And then we have from the middle of the middle line, the top middle line, we draw a line from there to the side, and from there to the other side. This will represent the Hulk's eyelashes, right? And you mimic the same thing, only smaller within that sort of V. And this will represent the Hulk's hairline, right? Now, between the middle line and the top, between the middle line and the center line, the upper center line, that's where his ears are gonna go, right? So right there you have the basic shape of the Hulk. Already he's looking like a mean guy, all right? So with that, we can start with the shape of his face. We can do the cheekbones from the side, right? And then the Hulk, again, he doesn't have a pointed jaw. He has like a broad square jaw. So you can even bring it out a little bit and down. Bring it out a little bit and down. And then there's a line for his wide chin underneath, right? And of course we have the ears, cheekbone, chin, right? Ears, cheekbone, chin. Now, one of the important things about the Hulk is that the space between his nose and his mouth is quite a distance. It gives him more of a, I guess, a Neanderthal look, a more primal look. So his nose, the bridge of his nose should start like right here. And then this is where his nostrils are. Right? The nostrils are in the center line, right? And then the bridge of his nose goes from the top of his nostrils to the middle of the upper center line, right? And now there's a little space between his lips. And even if you want to, you can bring down his lips a little bit more, but I think in the middle there is fine. Right, and here now we have the eyelashes. I'm sorry, the eyebrows. So the Hulk is mean all the time, so his eyebrows can go up, down, up, down, right? And right here we have the hairline where we can put in the hair, right? And you can just attach the ears on each side for the hair. And then we have hair. I don't know how you guys like to do eyes. This is not how to draw the Hulk's eyes. This is how to draw the Hulk. So we're going to put his eyes right on the upper middle line. Right? So that's where we're going to put the eyes. Right. And then we draw the now it's working that the space between his nose and his mouth. And he has a big mouth, so it's broad right there. And you put the lips, upper lips, and then his bottom lip is always usually very like broad and wide, so we can do that right there. Put his pupils in, iris, pupils in, iris. Right, and then just put the rest of the hair going around. And there you have the Hulk. Now this is the general look of the Hulk, right? And these are the features that the Hulk has. He has a broad face, which is like a square face, and there's a lot of space between his nose and his mouth, right? He's always with this like scowl, so his eyebrows are always inward, and then his hairline is right above the eyebrows, and the ears, like like regular ears. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Okay, now the Hulk, one of the other important things that a lot of people kind of neglect to put into their drawings or omit from their drawings when they're doing the Hulk is that the Hulk really doesn't have a neck. He's the Incredible Hulk, but also the Incredible Bulk. All right, so his basically his neck starts from his shoulders, right? So right under the ears, right there, that's where basically his neck is gonna start, because his neck is in this area, but he's so muscular that all that neck that's supposed to be there is all back muscle, because he's so muscular. So his neck muscle, or his neck anatomy, is taken up by his back muscle, right? And this, we'll call this his collarbone, right? And there's detail of the musculatures of the neck and everything, but there's no actual neck because it's soaked up by this muscle back. I think what's this muscle called? I forget. But the upper back muscle, I think the trapezoids or the trapezoids, I think it's called. And then right next to that is the deltoids. I think the trapezoids are what these are called. And they are so massive that they eclipse his neck, and so he doesn't have really a neck, just the neck muscles that kind of blend into his trapezoids. I'm thinking that's what they call him. Of course, he has a little cleft right there. And maybe if you want to put a cleft in his chin, that's fine. All right. And there you have the Hulk. Now this is just basic Hulk, I guess, Hulkism, so that you know how to draw the Hulk from out of head just by memorizing that. Okay, he has a square face. He has a square. He has a lot of space between his mouth and his nose. He has a solid, broad chin. He has no neck. He has huge trapezoids that fall right on his ears. And the other thing now that we've got his head down, we have to work on his body. And he is the Incredible Bulk. So let's just move this hair for a second. And I'm just going to put this here. All right. So when we're talking about the Hulk's body, we're talking about, again, like I mentioned before, bulk. Right? So he's not like, I would say, like, I guess Wolverine, where he's really cut up. Well, he is cut up, but he's massively cut up. Right? So his body type, and this is very important, his body type is, I think, endomorph. I'm not sure. It's like the square body type, just like his face. His body type is like the more broader body type. I think it's called endomorph. And so let's just say we have his head right there, right? Now his body type just is like this. It's a square, right? It's not like this, like a V, right? It's square, and then you work everything from that square, okay? So let's just say we put his trapezoids, deltoids, and then everything becomes very bulky. So everything is like a circle. Circle, circle, circle. And then for his pecs, circle. All right. And then we make his abs there. All right. And then from his lats or from the sides, again, it's very kind of squarish. Right. So circle for his deltoids, circle for his pectorals, 2 circles for his pecs, and circle for his other deltoid. Then we have the excuse me. Then we have the why am I losing my memory for this muscle right here? Then we have here the biceps and triceps area, again circle, and then we can, again, very bulky circle. Then we do arm, very bulky, right? Then again on the other side. Now this is just, again, to give you the idea of what the Hulk is supposed to look like figuratively, all right? Now we're not doing the details yet, all right? So his body is very massive, right? And all the greats have drawn him this way with this like endomorph body type, right? It gives him more mass, more volume. Gives his body kind of like a structure that seems like incredible, no pun intended, incredibly stable. And then again, with like his body type, his legs are very wide. His calves are wide, and his feet are like huge. All right. Same thing on the other side. Wide, muscular legs, wide calves, and his feet are huge. All right, now this is the rough drawing layout of the Hulk. See, now this is what the Hulk looks like when, because we'll make his head a little bigger there. This is what the Hulk looks like when you're looking at him in the basic structure. Like anybody who's drawing the Hulk, let's say you're hired to draw the Hulk for a comic book series, this is what you should be working with in terms of the beginning looks of the Hulk. Yeah, you can draw your own Hulk. Okay, it's giving you have your own style, whatever. But the Hulk has a basic look. And if you don't come across with that look, it's not going to look like the Hulk. It's just going to look like some big green guy that doesn't have any of the Hulk's features. Okay? Now let's take all of this and then apply it to this drawing I'm about to do of the Hulk and then see if it works. Here we go. thought that looked a lot like what the Hulk should look like. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you did learn more about how to draw the Hulk and how to get it more convincingly to be the Hulk. You never know, man. This video might be the thing that gets you over the edge to get the Hulk right so that you can get hired at Marvel to do the next Hulk comic book, right? And who will you have to thank for it? Yourself, of course, because you're the one doing the drawings. Thank you guys for watching. If this is your first time on my channel, please do not forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so that you will know whenever I upload a cool video, which is, at this point, is going to be every day. I'm going to try my best to upload a video every day for you guys so that you guys can learn what I know, and maybe I can learn from you as well via your comments and so on and so forth. So thank you guys for watching. As usual, I'll see you next time. Wow.